Hey guys, what's up? It's Tegan. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really busy, I haven't been home, and I also recently hurt my neck. And the way I hurt my neck is a really lame sort of way. So what I was doing is I was just playing video games with my cousin and stretching, but I stretched a little bit too hard and I pulled a muscle. I'm going to be doing a first time video because I got tagged by my friend Dolphin Phobia, and if I can figure out how to make a link to that, I will. My first word. My first word, I'm guessing, is probably mama, because I don't have a dad, unless it was like where followed by is dad. I'm gonna guess it's mama. My first best friend was a guy that I like to call Big Ben because he was really tall. He towered above me. He was probably 5 feet tall in the first grade. And he was really cool. He was really nice and he would help me out if I ever got bullied. So yeah, if you're watching this, Big Ben, thank you. And we should get back in touch sometime because you were really cool. My first fear. My first fear, and I've talked about this before, was spiders because my mother would freak out if she ever saw a spider. So, you know, being a baby, I learned that they were bad and the spawn of Satan. My first car was a truck, and it was a 1993 GMC Sierra. Yeah, that truck has a lot of sentimental value to me. It was my grandpa's, and my grandpa was basically like my father, so I love that truck, and I carry on his memory through it, or at least I feel I do. The seats are really comfortable, at least. My first cell phone. I got my first cell phone around 7th grade. Now I may be off a couple of grades there because I have a shitty memory. But I remember the phone. It was a Samsung Gravity 2. And, you know, that was just a little flip phone, had a full keyboard. It was okay. I remember with the phone, at my middle school, you weren't allowed to have cell phones, but all the cool kids would like text during like lunch break and everything, and I was all like, oh yeah, I'm so cool texting friends that aren't here and ignoring the ones that are. Yeah! My first big purchase. My first big purchase was probably the camera I'm using now. It's a Nikon DSLR D3100. My friend and I were at Walmart, and we were just walking around. I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy a camera. And I dropped $450 on a new camera. I say it was worth it. I don't need money for college. My first time being out of the country. My first time being out of the country was probably around 6 months old because I live in Washington State, and where I lived, I was 2 hours away from the border, and I also have family that live in Canada, so I would guess that when I was a baby, I went to Canada. But if you don't count Canada as a separate country, then my first time out of the continent, let's say, was when I went to Germany for the first time back in, I believe, 7th grade, because my aunt and uncle, who I am very close to, moved to Germany for 3 years, and my grandma and I would go and visit them. And it was awesome. Germany is a really cool place, and they speak English as a second language, so that was awesome. Thank you for watching this video, guys. My name is Tegan, and if you have any questions that I didn't answer, feel free to comment below, and once I feel I have enough comments, I will make a video answering your questions. But just know that I answer these questions at my own discretion. And like I have said in a different video, this isn't fucking truth or dare. I can choose to answer your questions, but as long as they're appropriate, I probably will. So please leave me questions. Again, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay sexy, YouTube!